Venice Beach, California, 1970, Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock. The sun is hot. The beach is crowded. Families, surfers, tourists, everyone enjoying perfect California weather. This is Venice Beach, one of the most famous beaches in Los Angeles, known for the boardwalk, the street performers, the artists, and most famous of all, Muscle Beach, the outdoor gym where bodybuilders train, where legends are made. In 1970, Muscle Beach is at its peak. Arnold Schwarzenegger trains here. Franco Columbu, Lou Ferrigno, all the big names in bodybuilding. Every day, crowds gather to watch these massive men lift impossible weights, do impossible exercises, show off impossible physiques. The culture at Muscle Beach is specific. It's about size, about mass, about muscle. Bigger is better, heavier is stronger. That's the philosophy. That's what everyone believes. If you're not big, you're not strong. Simple as that. Bruce Lee is at Venice Beach this afternoon. Not to train, not to demonstrate, just walking, enjoying the day. He's wearing simple clothes, white t-shirt, black pants, casual. He's been in Los Angeles for meetings, film discussions, taking a break, walking along the beach. Bruce is 5'7", 135 pounds. By Muscle Beach standards, he's tiny, invisible, not worth noticing. In a world that worships size, Bruce doesn't register. He's just another skinny guy walking past. At Muscle Beach, 6 bodybuilders are training, working out, showing off. Each one is massive. The smallest is probably 250. The biggest is over 300. They have the physiques that everyone at Muscle Beach respects. Huge arms, massive chests, thick legs, years of lifting, years of building mass. The leader of this group is named Rick. Rick Hansen, 6'4", 290 pounds, 26 years old, been bodybuilding since high school, competed in amateur competitions, placed well, not professional level yet, but getting close. At Muscle Beach, he's respected, known, one of the big guys. Rick and his friends are doing their usual Saturday routine, bench press, pull-ups, curls, between sets. They joke around, talk about competitions, about training, about girls watching them. This is their domain, their world. They're comfortable here, confident here. Bruce walks past Muscle Beach, not paying attention to the bodybuilders, just walking, looking at the ocean, enjoying the day. But Rick notices, points him out to his friends. Check out this guy, must weigh what, 130, 140? Subscribe, turn on notifications, like the video, and comment. More true Bruce Lee stories are coming. His friends look, laugh. Dude's tiny, probably never lifted a weight in his life. Another one adds, that's what happens when you don't train. Stay skinny forever. They're not being malicious, just talking. This is how they think. Size equals strength. No size equals weakness. But then one of them recognizes Bruce. Wait, that's Bruce Lee, the Kung Fu guy. I've seen him in magazines. Does demonstrations. Rick looks closer. The martial arts actor? Seriously? Now Rick's interested. He's heard about martial arts, seen some demonstrations, thinks it's impressive for show. Fast movements, flashy kicks. Good for movies, but not real strength, not real power. Real power comes from muscle, from mass, from lifting heavy weights. That's what Rick believes. Rick makes a decision, calls out loud, showmanship. Hey, Kung Fu guy. Bruce stops, turns, looks at Rick, calm, neutral expression. Rick walks over, his 5 friends follow, backing him up, supporting him. The crowd at Muscle Beach notices. People stop watching the workouts, start watching this. Something's happening. A confrontation. Entertainment. Rick stands in front of Bruce. The size difference is striking. Rick is 6'4", 290. Massive. Bruce is 5'7", 135. Looks tiny next to Rick. Rick crosses his arms, flexes without realizing it. Years of posing habit. You're Bruce Lee, right? The Kung Fu guy? Bruce nods. That's right. His voice is calm, no aggression, no attitude. Just answering. Rick grins. Not mean. Just confident. I respect what you do. Fast movements. Looks cool. But real talk? Kung Fu is for skinny guys who can't build muscle. Real strength looks like this. He flexes deliberately now. His arms are huge. His friends laugh, supporting him. You should try lifting weights instead of dancing around. Build some real muscle. Real power. Rick's friends agree, nodding, encouraging him. They believe what he's saying. This is their worldview. Size equals strength. They've built their entire identity around it. Bruce looks at Rick, then at his friends, then back at Rick, still calm. You think Kung Fu doesn't work? Rick shrugs. I think Kung Fu guys are weak. All speed, no power. Real fighting needs real muscle, real mass. That's physics. Bruce nods slowly. Want to test that? The question hangs in the air. Rick wasn't expecting this. He was just talking, just expressing his opinion. But now Bruce is offering to demonstrate. Rick looks at his friends. They're nodding, encouraging. Yeah man, show him. Rick looks back at Bruce. Test it how? Bruce gestures to open space on the sand. You try to hit me. Use your strength, your power, your mass. Show me real fighting needs real muscle. Now the crowd is really paying attention. 40 people, maybe 50, forming a circle. This is better than watching workouts. This is drama, entertainment, a challenge. The massive bodybuilder versus the small martial artist. Everyone wants to see what happens. Rick is committed now. He can't back down. Not in front of his friends. Not in front of this crowd. He's the bigger man. The stronger man. He should win. That's how it works. Size wins. He nods. Okay, let's do it. They move to open sand, away from equipment. The crowd follows, forms a circle around them, 40 people watching. Quiet, now, anticipating. Rick rolls his shoulders, loosens his neck. He's confident. 290 versus 135. This should be easy. Bruce just stands there, relaxed, hands at his sides. Not a fighting stance, just standing, waiting. This makes Rick more confident. Guy is not even ready, not even trying. This'll be quick. Rick moves. He doesn't throw a punch. He goes for a grab. That's smart. Use his size, use his strength. Get his hands on Bruce, control him. Then it's over, simple. He reaches forward, both hands, going for Bruce's shoulders. Planning to grab, push, overwhelm with mass. What happens next? Most people don't see clearly. It's too fast. Bruce moves. Not backward, forward and to the side. Slight angle. Rick's hands close on nothing. Empty air. Bruce is beside him now. Wrong position for Rick. Before Rick can adjust, Bruce strikes. Not a big wind-up. Not a telegraphed punch. Just a short, sharp strike. Palm heel to Rick's solar plexus. The nerve cluster below the sternum. The strike is precise. Fast. Controlled. Rick's breath exits. All of it. Instantly, his diaphragm spasms. The nerves overload. He tries to inhale. Can't. Nothing comes in. His huge arms drop. Go to his chest. His mouth opens. Gasping. Panic. His legs weaken. 290 pounds sinking. Down to one knee. Then both knees. On the sand. Can't breathe. 8 seconds. From Rick reaching to Rick on his knees. Unable to breathe. 8 seconds showing that 290 pounds of muscle means nothing if you can't protect your vulnerabilities. The circle of people is silent. Frozen. Trying to process. Rick's 5 friends are standing there. Shocked. They were expecting their friend to dominate, to prove the point about size. Now he's on his knees in the sand. Can't breathe. And the skinny kung fu guy is just standing there. Calm. Like nothing happened. After 15 seconds, Rick's diaphragm starts to reset. Air comes back. Ragged. Painful. He sucks in a breath. Then another. His face is red. From lack of oxygen. From embarrassment. From shock. He looks up at Bruce. can't speak yet, just breathing. Bruce extends his hand, offering help. Rick stares at it, then takes it. Bruce helps pull 290 pounds back to standing. Rick stands there, still breathing hard, still processing. Bruce speaks quietly, just to Rick. Not for the crowd. Size is one tool, not the only tool. Muscle is good, but understanding how the body works matters more. You're strong, very strong. But strength without knowledge has limits. Rick nods, can't really respond yet, still catching his breath. Still in shock, Bruce steps back, looks at the crowd, says nothing. Just turns, walks away, down the beach. Casual, like nothing happened. Just continues his walk. The crowd watches him go, silent. Then people start talking, all at once, excited, confused, trying to explain to each other what they just saw. Some people saw Bruce's strike clearly, some didn't, but everyone saw the result. The massive bodybuilder on his knees, can't breathe. 8 seconds. Rick's friends help him. You okay, man? Rick nods, gets his voice back. Hoarse. I'm okay. He hit my solar plexus, shut down my breathing. I couldn't defend. He looks down the beach, where Bruce is walking away. He's real. His skills are real. Rick and his friends pack up, leave Muscle Beach earlier than usual. They don't talk about what happened. Not to other people. Not to the Muscle Beach community. It's embarrassing. Rick got challenged. Got dominated. In 8 seconds. In front of 40 people. That story doesn't help anyone. But the story spreads anyway. Venice Beach is a community. People talk. 40 witnesses tell their friends. Those friends tell others. Within days, everyone at Venice Beach knows. Bruce Lee walked past Muscle Beach. 6 bodybuilders challenged him. Leader ended up on his knees. 8 seconds. Some people believe it. Some don't. Some say it's exaggerated. But the people who were there know what they saw. Rick continues bodybuilding, continues training, eventually goes professional, has a good career, but he never talks about that day. When friends ask about Bruce Lee, about martial arts, Rick just says, size isn't everything. Technique matters. He learned something in those 8 seconds, a lesson that changed his understanding of strength. Bruce Lee never discusses it publicly, doesn't tell the story in interviews, doesn't use it for publicity. It was just a moment, a demonstration, nothing more. He proved a point, then walked away. That's Bruce's approach. Demonstrate when necessary, then move on. But the story becomes legend at Venice Beach. The day Bruce Lee walked past Muscle Beach. The day 6 bodybuilders learned that size doesn't equal strength. The day 40 people watched 8 seconds that challenged everything Muscle Beach believed in. Years later, people still talk about it. Old-timers who were there, who saw it happen. They tell younger bodybuilders, I saw Bruce Lee put down a 290-pound guy in 8 seconds. One strike. Guy couldn't breathe. Never seen anything like it. Some believe them, some don't. But the people who were there know the truth. What really happened in those 8 seconds on Venice Beach? Bruce Lee demonstrated that muscle mass doesn't protect nerve clusters. That size doesn't prevent precise strikes to vulnerable areas. That understanding anatomy matters more than physical advantage. Rick was stronger, heavier, more muscular, but Bruce understood where to strike, how to strike, when to strike. The story is about assumptions, about believing size equals capability, about thinking muscle mass is the only measure of strength. 6 bodybuilders believed that, 40 people believed that. In 8 seconds, one precise strike. Bruce changed that belief. Rick attacked, trying to use his advantage, trying to grab, control, overwhelm with mass. Bruce didn't fight strength with strength. He fought it with knowledge, with speed, with precision, found the vulnerability, exploited it. 8 seconds, 290 pounds on the sand. Lesson learned. The Venice Beach bodybuilding community never forgot. The story became part of the culture, part of the history. The day their philosophy got challenged, the day they learned strength comes in different forms, the day 8 seconds taught 40 people that assumptions can be wrong. Bruce Lee walked away that day without saying much. Let his demonstration speak. That was enough. The crowd understood. Rick understood. His friends understood. Size isn't everything. Muscle isn't everything. Understanding the body, understanding vulnerabilities, understanding timing, that's what matters. 8 seconds on Venice Beach. 1 strike. 290 pounds of muscle neutralized. 40 witnesses. 1 lesson. Strength has many forms. Don't confuse size with capability. Don't assume mass equals power. Real strength is understanding. Real power is precision. Real capability is knowing where, when, and how. The story ends with Bruce walking down the beach, continuing his afternoon walk, like nothing happened. Behind him, 40 people talking excitedly. Rick on his knees, catching his breath. His friends helping him up. And a lesson spreading through the Venice Beach community that would last for decades. You can be the biggest, the strongest looking, the most muscular, but if you don't understand how the body works, if you don't protect your vulnerabilities, if you think size alone is enough, 8 seconds can change everything. That's what Venice Beach learned. That's what Rick learned. That's what 40 people watched happen on a Saturday afternoon in 1970. Subscribe, enable notifications, like the video, and comment below which Bruce Lee moment surprised you most.